Hello, dear friends. You're watching National Cuisine on Kazakh TV. Our guest is Bakht Kenebayeva. And today we will be making a delicious dessert. Stay with us. Don't go away.
Негізі дастарханымызда ұлттық тағамдарының бәрі тұрады.
Festive dastarkhan is a great opportunity to demonstrate national dishes. When we celebrate Nauryz, I always try to make national Kazakh dishes. I think the guests must try every dish on the table. Hello, Bakht. Hello, Igor. Welcome to our studio. Thank you. What are we going to cook today? We're going to make halva. Excellent. I'm a big fan of halva. Halva is one of the sweetest desserts. It is one of my favorite dishes. Really? Of course. In that case, you will get to taste the finished product first. We will need sugar, flour, vegetable oil, vanilla sugar, butter, and water. This dish requires very few ingredients and doesn't take long to make. Let's get to work. Where do we start? We take 150 grams of flour and fry it up over a very low fire. We have 150 grams of flour. That's the right amount. It is possible to use more flour. In fact, the dish is better if you use a lot of flour. Igor, I will need your help. Are we going to fry the flour? Yes, we will fry it up. When it starts to turn a nice golden color, we will put it in the dish. Very well. I must confess, this is the first time I'm making halva. I didn't know anything about the process of halva making until today. Our viewers have a wonderful opportunity to learn to make halva. Yes. Bakht, do you think there is a difference between Kazakh dishes and the dishes of other Central Asian countries? Kazakhs were a nomadic nation. To them, the caloric value of their food was a priority. Their food, the dishes they made, were rich in fat and calories. Boiled meat and zhent, for instance, are quite fatty and therefore very substantial. In other words, they chose the most filling products with high caloric value. Yes, especially when the weather turned cold, Kazakhs preferred to cook dishes that gave them strength and energy. How did you learn to make halva, for instance? It's not difficult to learn to cook if you have internet access. Are there a lot of food recipes on the internet? Of course. You can find anything you want. If you have time and interest, you can make any dish using a recipe from the internet. Many women do it nowadays. It looks like the flour has started to turn a nice golden color. What do you think, Igor? I agree. I once saw a halva recipe on a culinary website. I think our flour is ready. Could you hand me that dish, please? Can we use this one? Yes, this one's good. Be careful with the hand. And now we will fry up sunflower seeds for a few minutes. I would like to note that it is not difficult to find shelled sunflower seeds. They are sold in every supermarket. Yes, it is very convenient. Speaking of the main Nauryz dish, and I mean Nauryz köje, it requires 7 ingredients, 7 types of grains: rice, wheat, barley, and some other cereals. You must also add dried meat and fermented milk products. On Nauryz, which is celebrated on March 22nd, Nauryz köje is served in every household, at every party. I heard that some people like to add kashk for the nice sour taste. Yes, it makes the dish even tastier. I think so too. Well, our sunflower seeds are ready. Let's put them in a separate dish. Yes, we can use this dish. And now we have to grind the dried seeds in a blender. Igor, look. Blended seeds look like flour now, as they should. Let's mix them with the actual flour. Our halva will be ready soon. The seeds contain vegetable oils. The fat in the oil makes it easier to blend the seeds and the flour into a homogeneous mass. I can already smell the delicious aroma of halva. In Uzbekistan, they make halva a little differently. How do they make it? They grind it for a very long time, and they fry the flour longer. Their way of making syrup also takes a lot of time. It is a very time-consuming process. Can we mix it with the flour now? We can, but it's too soon. We have some seeds left, so we're using all the seeds. Yes, it's good to use a lot of seeds. Igor, look, it's almost ready. Here we have sifted flour and ground sunflower seeds. And now we'll make syrup. We will need 50 grams of sugar. If you have a sweet tooth, you can use 100 grams. So, how much are we going to put in? 100 grams? Let's put 80 grams. 80 grams it is. We have to use some oil, otherwise the sugar will burn. We put 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil, which is about 50 grams. And now we add 80 grams of sugar. So we're using 3.5 tablespoons of sugar. The amount can vary with every individual. If you prefer sweet halva, you can add more sugar, but it is not advisable to exceed 120 grams. Yes, that will make it too sweet. Igor, what dishes do you prefer for Nauryz? If I'm a guest at someone's house, I eat everything I'm offered. I'm not picky. That's very nice. Now let's add some water. Sugar will dissolve quicker this way. To prevent sugar from burning, put it aside to cool. In the meantime, we will mix flour and butter. To be honest, I have never suspected that you could make a delicious dessert like this from such simple ingredients. And now let's add the syrup. A mix of butter, sugar, and water. We will add some vanilla sugar as well. Vanilla sugar is optional. If you don't add it, it won't affect the dish in any way. Halva will be just as tasty without it. Look, Igor. Shall I take over? Please, I have no strength left. It's time to shape this delicious mass. Then we will put it in the refrigerator and let it cool for a while. Then we can serve it with tea and other sweets. Well, our halva is ready. We'll let it sit in the fridge for 2 hours. It's time to taste our dessert. Dear viewers, bon appétit! We hope this wonderful dish will make your family and guests very happy. Bahut, thank you for coming here today and sharing with us this delicious recipe. The pleasure is all mine, Igor. Thank you for having me. I would like to wish our nation peace and harmony. May our children grow and flourish to our delight. May our Kazakhstan prosper. Thank you very much. Dear viewers, our program has come to an end. See you next time on Kazakh TV. And most importantly, cook with us. Goodbye.